Hello, students and teachers of English A Language and Literature for the IB Diploma Program. It's Brad Philpott here with another little video on Paper 2, and today I'd like to focus on paragraphing and how you can organize focused, coherent paragraphs that help you compare your literary works and answer the essay question in the exam time, an hour and 45 minutes. So, to remind you, you should be comparing three things in each body paragraph. You're focusing on the key themes or ideas, key authorial choices, and the ways in which readers have responded to those authorial choices and ideas or themes. Now, I've offered you this structure in previous videos. I explore this in more depth. This shows you each row being a different paragraph in this essay, an outline structure that you can use to help you prepare for the Paper 2 exam. But more specifically, at the paragraph level, I want to offer you this structure that I called PEACE-ACT to help you organize your paragraphs. Now, PEACE-ACT is point, evidence, analyze, compare, evidence, analyze, compare, tie back. It's a mouthful. I realize it's a lot to juggle. However, you're doing the same thing twice, essentially. And if it's too much for one body paragraph, you can split it up into two, like this. I would argue it's possible to do it in one, and I'm going to show you an example of how a student has done this very effectively in one body paragraph. It's the second body paragraph in an essay that answers this essay question: what does it mean to be human? Comment on how two literary works explore this question, and the student writes about Clara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro and The White Tiger by Aravind Adiga. So the topic sentence, the claim, the first comparative point in this paragraph reads like this: through the use of setting, Ishiguro and Adiga challenge readers even further and suggest that part of what makes people quote-unquote human is being inhumane. Wow, fascinating idea. I like that there's a key concept in there, inhumane, in answering the exam question of what makes people human. The reference to a literary feature is there, setting. Presumably the whole body paragraph in comparison will be about how they use setting. And the student mentions the names of the authors. That's excellent. Far too often I see topic sentence include the names of characters, which is a huge red flag for me. You should be writing about authorial intent and authorial choices and not summarizing the literary works. So you don't need to have the character names in the topic sentence. Right, so evidence from the first work to support this claim looks like this. In the fictional near-future world that Ishiguro has created, robots replace human workers, parents buy their children artificial friends, and pollution drives people out of the cities. Okay, no quotation here, that's fine. We have a list of examples, all of which support this idea that this dystopian near-future world is significant in shaping this message. That's made clear in the analysis. Next line. In effect, Ishiguro depicts a hyper-capitalistic society where humans have made their world worse for themselves through their mastery of technology. Okay, there's a reference to the exam question in there, notice. The main idea has been repeated. And there's also a comparative point coming up here. As in The White Tiger, this is shocking for readers who recognize that humans are capable of creating such horrible society. Again, the significance of the authorial choices in shaping this message. It's shocking for readers. Okay, let's compare and connect it to the next work. In a similar but different way, Adiga depicts both rural and urban settings to show the ugly sides of human nature. We've got a common literary feature, setting. We've got something unique and different. Now we're going to focus on the rural and urban. We have a common authorial purpose to show how humans can be inhumane. I like where this is going. Evidence and analysis of The White Tiger. In the city of Delhi, the hyper-wealthy people shop at fancy malls all day, while their drivers sleep among cockroaches in the basements of car parks. Ooh, gross. In the countryside, large families rule their villages, stifling individuality. Two examples. In both worlds, Balaram, the main character, struggles to be his own man, marry the woman of his choice, and make his own fortune. Wow, 3 interpretations of 2 examples. This is clearly evidence and analysis. Now I need to connect that to the first work that we explored earlier in this paragraph. In both works, individuals seem to be trapped in societies that do not value equality or individuality. Instead, they value the services and products of robots or indentured servants who are easy to control. So you can see that there's something common about these works and something unique about them too. One being about robots, one being about indentured servants. To tie all of this back to the essay question, the student's last sentence of this body paragraph reads, in effect, both works warn people about this human tendency to build inhumane social structures. Wow. Okay, that's great. Again, a shout out to the question, a commonality between both works, and a reference to authorial intent. They're cautionary tales. They warn people about this human tendency. So this is an amazing body paragraph. If you want to stop the video and read the whole thing again right here, here's the first half. And here is the second half. Okay, if all of this is too much to understand, it's a lot to take in, I find that it helps sometimes to think about the Peace Act paragraph as a Big Mac, right? Where the comparative points happening at the beginning, middle, and end are like the buns of the Big Mac. The evidence is kind of your beef patty, if you will. There are 2. And the analysis, or analyses, right? There are also 2, function as like lettuce and cheese supporting that burger in those buns. Okay. I realize it's a lot to take in. If you want to learn more about the Peace Act method, download some worksheets, see more examples from that essay, please hop over to philpott.education, and you can find lots of great downloadables and resources there and videos like this to help you prepare for your Paper 2 exam as well. Best of luck on those exams. Take care.